situation. It's a good news, bad news situation. We're all familiar with this trope, are we not? Bad news, there's good news and bad news. Yeah. The good news is you're all breathing and you're here. And the terrorists haven't made it to America. The code red in England right now, people don't know, in the UK, in any event. The bad news is, Lainey has an ovarian cyst. Terrible. Well, that's what they. I think it was a sandwich. It's not clear. I'm sure it'll end up being a lobster roll or something from Langricky's. She is still in staying at Beverly's because of the whole Middle East situation. Beverly is unable to join us this evening, and I know that's very disappointing for people. Now, if you're done being disappointed and insulting me, we can move on. I do have a co-host this evening. Now, he's a wonderful co-host. He hosts his own show. I have not seen it. It's hysterical. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my new friend, Gil Faison. Gil and I met in New York, okay, a couple of months ago. Gil, you're in New York.
Yeah, I'm originally from New York. I live uptown at 97th and Amsterdam.
Gil and I were seeing the same Broadway show. Excuse me. We went to see Mason Man.
Mason Man.
Okay. Newsflash, it was terrible. I never saw anybody strangle a rabbit worse than Chris O'Dell. And he's in front of the show.
You haven't seen me in the bedroom.
In any event, Gil and I both walked out at the interval. I said, enough of this. Not to mention James Fred. Can he please, with the jack of all trades, can he pick something? Can he pick something? Or are we going to find out he can't do anything well?
Well, my thing is, if you do everything, then you don't have to do any of it. Well,
yeah.
You just read the same joke. I wasn't kicked out. I didn't leave it in a mission. I was kicked out. I rarely paid for a Broadway show. I go in, I go back in, I have a thing at Mike and Ike's. I go, these guys are from the show, and then I walk in and I got this older black lady she's nice to me, Veronique.
Well, she was not there.
She was not there to protect me, and I was kicked out.
I will say that whoever was saying. So Gil and I met walking out. Of course, he stopped me. He said,
I mean, look at this beauty. I said, look at this. Look at your short hair. You're beautiful like a man.
I do have the same barber as Rod Stewart. Both go to Oscar Blondie and Bergdorf. So it doesn't matter. And so Gil said to me, and now wait a minute. I don't want anyone to be confused and think that this was a love connection.
Well,
it was not.
Well,
we won't. What are you drinking there?
I've got a brew. I'm in the microbrews now. Everything's craft beer now. This is my beautiful former stepson, Ilan Faison, is all about craft beer.
And he lives in Los Angeles.
He lives in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That's how I happen to be here at your doorstep this morning.
Well, I mentioned that I do a lot of work in Los Angeles.
She a couple times.
And Gil happened to be in Los Angeles.
So I came. I thought I would join and say hello, and so here we are.
I have to admit, I've never seen you show, but you host a show.
I have a show, yes, with my partner Joyce Geeglin, and we have a show called Too Much Tuna. We prank people with too much tuna, and these fucking idiots fall for it.
I have be honest, Gil, I was expecting more of a public access 60-minute situation.
Oh, yes. Exactly.
You just bring them a tuna sandwich?
We bring them in tuna. It's just too much tuna. It's a big mountain of tuna fish. Nobody's expecting it. They are so pranked. They are so pranked. You're a little rascal, though. I can tell. You're a little rascal. She is.
There might be a quality differential here. But figure it out. In any event, the deal was, he said, "Do you want to get a bite?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "I'm heading downtown anyway."
I loved in town. Every Saturday I said, "I'll take you to dinner. I'll take you to a nice restaurant."
Where did we end up?
With the
Greek diner.
The West Fourth Diner. It's great. It's right near the basketball courts. There you go throw peanuts at the players. They think it's racist.
Is it?
It's a nice meal. You get the cheeseburger deluxe. They'll give you 2 onion rings.
Needless to say, I didn't know these.
You didn't do anything. You had a rice pudding.
No, I did not. It was a tapioca. You should remember what a lady prefers.
Yeah,
okay?
no,
Okay.
sure.
In any event, my intention had been to set Beverly up with Gil. What do they say? Couples that look alike stay together? I thought maybe there could be a sort of mirror image thing going on. In any event, Beverly not here. Beverly and I had planned to drive up the coast Labor Day weekend. Are people excited you have a day off?
Yeah.
See, they're not clapping because they don't work here.
No.
No one has a
Nobody
job in
works
Los
in-
Angeles. Every Monday is Labor Day in Los Angeles.
I've been in New York for 50, 60 years. I had the burps from this Bud Light.
Don't hold back, Beverly.
I want to say something very clearly here, that I have never worked a day in my life.
I can't think of more attractive. In any event.
Have I mentioned I can hardly get hard?
You know what? Let's take a chill pill.
Oh, you learned that from me, son? I think you laugh. You laugh.
There's with and there's out, okay? In any event, Beverly and I had for Labor Day to drive up the coast, okay, to Camden. We were going to stay at the Post Ranch.
You going to stay at a ranch?
My tree. No, Post Ranch, it's not a ranch.
Is
Maybe
that
it was a
horse-
ranch
are
at
there
one time.
horses
It was
and
a ranch when William Randolph first owned that entire area. Now it's just a totally 6-star hotel.
Oh, that's
Absolutely
nice.
stunning. You sit at the deck there, you have a drink, and you watch the whales go by. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. In any event, that's tabled for now. Beverly's dealing with the ovarian cyst. I do want to quickly introduce the book for those of you who have never been here before. And I also want to say, I do want to apologize. There's somebody here named Twombly or Combly or something who's from the South. Where is that person?
Womble!
Right? The Twombles came all the way from San Francisco? And your mother came from where?
Alabama.
Yeah. Well, so listen. Too bad. Listen to the podcast if you want to hear more of that. I'm not
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry you're not getting Beverly, but you are going to get a taste of Beverly, okay?
I'm so sorry.
So let's do the book, excuse me. Okay? All right. I mean, we got to keep the sales going. Am I kidding?
I love this book.
What was the last book you finished?
I finished Alan Alda's autobiography. Never had your dog stuff.
You're halfway through Roz Chast's autobiography.
I can't get through it. I can't get through it because I keep thinking she's got Parkinson's because the drawings are also scribbled.
Well, listen, it's very happy. Very happy. It's sad, too, very sad.
Is that what happened to her? I don't know if I made a joke I wasn't supposed to make.
She's a cartoonist. What are we supposed to do? Take her seriously? In any event,
It's very true.
for those of you who do not know, Beverly and I are the co-authors of a terrific book. You'll do a little better next time.
What is this, stock? Is that a stock photo?
That is my nephew Evan. That is his ex-fiancée Kirsten.
Enough said.
Kirsten Kristen.
Yeah, enough said.
He said she's terrific, Armana. She's this, she's that. I said she's not for you.
Right.
In any event, it didn't work out. So who was right? I was, of course. So in any event, the book is a guide to marriage and remarriage for Jewish singles. It says Jewish in the name. Guess what? It's for everyone. Okay, absolutely. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, gay, straight. Okay, a little bit gay, a little bit straight, doesn't matter. It's a spectrum. Like autism, but less depressing.
That should be a Jewish T-shirt. Which Judaism, like autism, but less depressing. Because it actually
Old Orchard Beach in May.
I love Old Orchard Beach. Have you guys ever been up to Maine?
Terrible.
I went up to Maine, Old Orchard Beach, and I lost $30 to play basketball, but they smushed the hoops
It's called
down.
Papa Shot.
Yeah,
Papa
they
Shot.
smushed the hoops down so that you can't get the ball in.
You know, it's a racket, George.
No,
It's all a
they
racket.
wouldn't let me use a racket. I had
In any event, we have a message from Beverly. This, what is it, the last week and a half? Or whatever. So anyway, Beverly apparently was challenged to do the ice bucket. So we're going to see a little message from Beverly.
I love.
I've
this
not
thing.
seen it. Well, I have seen it.
I love
Yeah.
the.
Beyonce. Okay, guess what? Barbara Eschenbacher, Barbara Levine, and Barbara Silverman. I have been nominated by 3 different people to give money to the Alzheimer's organization. Are you kidding me? I said, first of all, there's absolutely no way I'm going to donate another dime to another organization. So you know what? I finally decided I'm going to take the challenge. Okay, so for Lou Gehrig and all of his memory problems, may he be our memory. Oh! And I'm going to nominate, it's my turn to nominate. I nominate the entire ISIS organization. The ISIS Bucket Challenge. And Hamas. And instead of water, I either want you to use sulfuric acid on it. Not really. You know what would be a kind of gentle thing to do? If you could all fill individual buckets, large buckets like you would use for ice buckets, like you would use, except fill them with pug puppies. Let them spill all over you, and then try to shoot someone with a bazooka. Then try to blow yourself up. You can't. Not when you're looking into the face of a beautiful pug puppy. You put the entire pug puppy in your mouth. Then you put the pug puppy in your mouth, and you can't even think about anything bad. You think nothing about joy. And then maybe you ingest the pug, and then you poop it out or whatever. That probably hasn't survived your intestinal tract. It doesn't matter, even if it has. Okay.
Beverly, get to the ice bucket, please.
Here we go. Wait, I'm very nervous. Hang on.
For the record, this is Beverly's house, not mine.
Okay.
Beverly did the ISIS bucket challenge.
She's very brave.
It's in a martini glass, George.
I know.
It's supposed to be a bucket full of freezing cold. By the way, how many people didn't actually put ice in their bucket? It's infuriating.
I don't waste any ice anymore, so I won't do that. I'll just put cold peas and things inside. Put that in.
An ice pack, a cold pack that you happen to have from the salmon you ordered online. The only person who did it right was Chris Evans. Did people see that? Is he fantastic? I didn't know a thing about him. He's from Sudbury, Massachusetts. I accidentally watched 4 minutes of Captain America. He's fantastic.
He's great. He's a
Yeah.
real American hero.
He's wonderful. He filled it up, and then he came back in a suit, and he tried to shoot something. It was hysterical.
In a suit?
Hysterical. He had his nephew in his niece throat. Hysterical. He and Jessica Alba should do a romantic comedy
They're
together.
very funny. Both of them
Wonderful.
are very funny.
In any event,
That's dancers should be in comedies.
I'm always saying, why don't they take these beautiful people who start out doing dramas, and then they don't have anything, they think all of a sudden they've done all these movies, they've really got their chops, make them funny.
Yeah, do it.
Let them be funny.
Let them be in the
They didn't start out that way, they're that way now.
Yeah, put them in an internet video.
Success has made them funny.
Yeah. Oh, that means the next.
Yeah. All of a sudden, because they're famous, they're funny. That's how it works.
It's a great fun.
Okay, we're gonna bring out our first guest. Our first guest is, first of all, she's absolutely too important to be here. That's the first thing. And you'll know that as soon as she comes out, if you don't already. She is on a total hit show. She and the other one. One's chocolate, one's vanilla. And they got no money. And then they're making cupcakes and some, I don't know, she'll tell us about it. In any event, ladies and gentlemen.
You're very beautiful.
I'm very aware of that. I've always had a terrific figure at any event. I swim. Ladies and gentlemen.
I smell like the Y.
You slept rough at the Y a couple
I
of nights.
smell like the Y, and you know, it's not always from swimming.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Broke Girls, Beth Beers. Gil, please. No, honestly, Gil. They can't afford a lawsuit yet. That's why there's so much garbage in the aisles. Because they're worried someone's going to slip.
Yeah, you gotta cover the slippery spots of garbage.
Is that a gorgeous jumpsuit?
Well, thank you.
Is that fantastic? I apologize. Gil hasn't felt
A jumpsuit.
young skin in a long time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of young skin. It's a lot of young soft skin. Okay. How are you, John?
I'm great.
Thank you for being here. I apologize that Beverly couldn't be here.
But that's okay.
But
Jill is
listen, she would have been doing the
wonderful.
exact. The exact same thing.
You're gonna treat her like a bobblehead doll? Okay.
So wait a minute.
Sorry to interrupt.
You're on Broke Girls.
Yes.
Yeah. How many seasons has this show been going on?
This is our 4th coming up.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, do people watch Broke Girls?
I don't get network TV.
What do you
I
get?
get the Korean stations.
You get Shalom TV and you get whatever it is. I don't know why I'm amused by him. Did you put a brush through that hair? Did it occur to you you'd be presenting yourself to people?
Yeah, that's why I put on my baseball shirt.
You're a Mets fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
That says it all.
And what's your favorite sports team?
Oh, wow. The Orioles, sorry.
Oh, you from Baltimore?
No.
You just like the Orioles?
I do. I had a thing for Cal Ripken when I was little.
Who
Oh
did
my
it?
goodness.
I know.
Why? Just the ice
I
blue
thought he was
eyes?
really cute.
The silver fox?
The silver fox.
Yeah.
Maybe I have daddy issues. I know he's much
That was
older.
that's an odd choice for a young girl. Do you date a silver fox now?
No, he's not silver yet.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're hoping
soon.
that.
Are you
I hope
looking
so.
forward to that moment?
I am.
Gil, you've got
If he's
blue eyes
anything
and
like
you've got
Gil.
blue eyes and gray hair.
Yeah, I would have made it out of the camps.
I was suggesting you had a shot with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Cal Ripken.
yeah, okay. I don't know who Cal Ripken is.
I have to be honest, Gil, I'm not sure you would have been.
I would have snitched. I would have snitched. I would have sucked everybody. I would have done
Well, I did just vision out.
How was it?
That was wonderful. I'm not kidding, it was fantastic. Very moving. They don't tell you how windy it is. The wind, it's like God's breath.
That's the real tragedy.
They don't tell you what, I was so crowded I had to wait, which I was conflicted about. Yeah, I was happy people wanted to see it, but I mean, come on, they can't give a quality tour. They rush you out of the room with the hair so fast you can't believe it.
Well, I think they got worried
That's the
about
hair they
being.
shaved
I
off.
think
He
they
used to make cloth and mattresses and, support the war effort.
I
Support
think
the war.
I think they were worried about being too organized. It's like how I'm playing it cool with you and using this little blonde thing as a pawn.
That's a fair point. No, wait a minute.
Did you just move your shoulder away?
So you're not from Where did you grow up?
I grew up, I was born in Pennsylvania, but I grew up in Lynchburg, Virginia. Yeah,
Another comfortable place to live.
Yes. We were
Are
both
there any
famous
black
for-
people in Lynchburg, Virginia?
Many.
Really?
Yes, and it was
They
also
stayed, huh? They
Jerry
stayed.
Falwell's town, if you remember him, the Tinky Winky scandal.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
came from Lynchburg.
I love Jerry Falwell. I get his channel. I watch him all the time.
Do you know the history of the name of the town? I mean, I'm just curious if there is a.
I mean, I have assumptions,
The
but I'm not
inception.
quite sure that
No.
yes, if
Was
that's
it
true.
called something else?
I think
before
they
that?
probably should have changed the name, but
Yeah.
they didn't.
Yeah. Well, in France there's a town called Kill the Jews. I'm not kidding. It's been suggested that they change the name a couple of times. I'm sticking with it. It's like 320 people in the village. And they love it.
It's beautiful to visit.
That's the dilemma with France.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, yeah.
You ladies drink red wine? Do you drink with wine as well?
Gil is allergic to red wine.
I'm allergic to red wine. It infuriates my scrotal eczema.
Not aggravates, but infuriates.
Like a personal vendetta.
So when did you leave home and decide that you were going to be a show business person? Are you a musical theater person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
You seem like you're a trained actress. No, I'll be honest, you are so hysterical on that show. It's very hard to play a good straight man.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you are so terrific on that show.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to be sort of icy but funny at the same time.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. She's
Can we
wonderful.
get rid of her?
You don't even know who she
Me?
is.
Which one?
You don't even know.
I thought you'd be more into that one.
Which one? Whitney?
Whitney was on Whitney.
Oh, okay.
But is a writer. On
Yeah,
the show,
she
yes.
gave me a
Is
little
she-
break in the
Is she a writer on the show?
Writer, creator.
Is she
also
there
created-
all the time?
Not always, but
Is she there ever?
she's there in my heart. She's there. She's
And I'm there.
often.
I'm there also, just lurking outside. It's so fascinating watching one of these studio things happen.
It's a scintillating experience.
It's not all at once, they do it bit by bit.
Takes a minute. So you started out in theater. Did you wait in line at Jay Leno? Is that how you
Is that how you got your break? You waited in line at Jay? He's funny.
It's gone. It's gone now. So wait a minute. So you went to? Did you go to college for acting, or you
I
just sort of
did. I went to
decided?
UCLA for acting, and then was a nanny for many years afterwards.
And what did you nanny for anybody famous?
No, I wish.
Did you
No.
nanny for Fran Drescher?
I think that's a self-service operation. She nannies herself.
Oh, good.
She's the nanny.
Right. She takes care of herself or her kids?
She never took great care of those kids, let's be honest. And unfortunately, it was much too expensive for a nanny. Yeah.
Well, she was doing that Brit on the side.
Can you blame him?
Do
What
you
was his name?
Mr. Sheldon.
Mr. Sheldon.
Do you have live sex on the show?
Every other week.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
What's going on? Now the show is taping now, or it's not?
It's taping right now. Yes.
And so where did we leave? Where did we leave you last season, and where are we coming to this season?
Oh dear Lord, I don't even remember where we ended
But
up.
I mean, is anything
We,
going? Do you have a boyfriend on the show?
We do have a new boy on the show, Jesse Metcalf.
Oh
If you
dear
have heard
God,
of him.
he's on that?
Yes.
The one that they always say is from Desperate Housewives?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which ended what, 12 years ago?
I think that show's still on the
He
air.
seems like a really smart kid. He does.
He-
I know you can't say anything, but my guess is he's a real schmuck.
He was very funny. He was actually.
Oh, come on.
awesome.
What?
Well,
Does he,
I-
does he play a dumbbell?
No, he plays a DJ at Whole Foods. We had Kim Kardashian on.
Really?
Yes.
And what was that like? What was she playing? Was she playing
She's
herself?
playing Kim Kardashian.
And now, have you ever had a cameo on the show before this?
Keeping up. Have I ever had?
Lindsay Lohan was on the show. Lindsay Lohan was on the show. She was a bride. I saw that
Did she
one.
play Lindsay
Did you
Lohan?
only watch a Gill for that?
But did
for
she
Lindsay?
play Lindsay Lohan?
She did not. She
So has
played
anyone
Claire.
come on playing themselves?
She played
Just
Lin-
Kim.
So
Kim's
that's the first cameo.
Yep.
Thank you, Gil.
Yes, you were 100%.
And so she came on, and how'd she end up in your goddamn diner? in
You're
Brooklyn?
welcome, Ron.
They were.
Good look.
They're Keeping Up with the Kardashians wants to shoot at our cupcake window.
Oh, but you only got the one Kardashian.
Well, you'll have to see it.
Because Chloe's the charming one, let's be honest. She's got something.
Chloe's really fun.
She's got something.
I agree.
She's funny and
You know
cute
who
because she has to be.
Yeah, you know who I've been hanging out with here in LA is
Right.
Lamar. I've been smoking cocaine with him.
Now, when Kim Kardashian arrives on set, does she arrive with 12 people or by herself? Did she bring the baby?
She did not bring Northwest.
That
I
baby
wish.
looks so miserable.
That's
Has anyone seen a picture of that baby smiling? She is too young not to smile. Am I wrong? They don't have a tickler for a picture?
I
She's
don't know.
just like the father, same disposition.
She did show up completely looking like she walked off a runway. I mean, she was. Kat and I rolled in like sweatpants and
Lashes, the whole thing.
Yeah.
So she brings her own hair and makeup with her.
I guess so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And her
Or she
favorite-
just looks like that when she wakes up. You know what
I don't think so.
What a prison she's in.
I'll tell you what, if I had a choice between Lompoc and Hidden Hills, I'd choose Lompoc. Hidden Hills is I mean, come on.
What is it? I don't know.
That's where they live. They live in Calabasas. Do people know what this is, Hidden Hills? It's like some sort of a gated community or a garbage
Oh, that's
can.
fine. If the guys are they doing each other? Is that gay community? What did you say?
It's a gated community.
Right. So they just do each other. Right. Gay guys behind gates. That's what I'm saying.
That's called prison.
Very funny, Ron. I've been
I'm
listening
shocked,
to
I'm not
Beverly.
funny.
Beverly, they think Beverly's a funny one, but you're the funny one.
Easy, Gil.
Yeah.
I'm sharp. I'm not funny, okay? In any event,
You're a shop?
I'm sharp. Gil, is it your turn or is it hers?
I don't know. I'm just involved.
So when she came there, was she friendly?
Lovely.
And was she just
So
on the
nice.
phone the whole time?
No, so nice and sweet, and I'm not just saying that, like really genuinely cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think the marriage is a sham or what?
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
That was a dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Well, he seems like so much fun.
Yes.
Doesn't he seem like so
Yes.
much fun to be around?
He's got a very light energy.
Like,
That's the kind of guy that if I was,
Having a-
looking, I would say, you know what? He seems like a lot of fun.
fun, yeah.
Yeah. What fun.
yeah.
I bet he's terrific at pillow talk.
Can I just do a little couple lines of role play with that pillow talk?
No, you
Like?
What do you want to say?
I'm a god. You big butt. I'm a god.
Now wait, you're in a relationship.
Yes.
Let's talk about your relationship. What's the situation?
It's 4 years going
4 years.
Yes.
Are we on the beginning of the 4 or the end of the 4?
It feels new every day. It's wonderful.
Excuse me.
Gil, there's a space bubble here.
I can't blame him. I mean, he literally has not. A chicken is the softest thing he's
You
touched.
remind me of Terry Garr.
4 years. How did you meet?
We met because I had a friend who was a costume assistant on a show that he was doing at the time.
Okay, he was on Mad Men.
Yes, he was.
Ah,
Yeah.
somebody's done a
Little
research.
show none of you have ever
Excuse
heard
me.
of.
Well, I watch Mad Men.
You
What
know,
can I say?
what I love about
I used to watch Mad Men. I used to.
I love Mad
It was
Men.
the same thing all the time. The clothes are wonderful, but I got exhausted. I mean, is he a good man? He's not a good man. He's not a good man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the answer. That's the question. How many stewardesses do you have to screw to find out if he's a good man?
Me personally,
I understand life is complicated. I'm just saying, John Draper, not a good man. Okay. Now, 4 years.
Yes.
So,
Going great.
no, that's not my question.
Oh.
Obviously, is how you don't have to tell me how old you are, but I know you're young and gorgeous, and you have a terrific career, and you're very successful.
And a nice
You're
figure.
very funny. You have a gorgeous figure, but you don't have a ring on your finger of any
Not
kind.
yet. There's
Yeah.
no rush, you know.
No, I think there is
pressure.
actually. No, there is pressure.
I-
And if you need me to apply the pressure, I'll do it. Here's the situation. If you get to 5 and there's no engagement ring, you're not going to be young forever, my sweetheart. And the show may be in syndication, but it won't be on TV forever. So when you're in your
Will you
lull
plan my
and you're
wedding
looking for
yet?
somebody at the top of their game, I'm just saying. There is a
Then
window.
Gil is waiting.
There is a window with these things.
I will be.
Do we think we're close?
Maybe I don't even have time to figure out what I'm.
You know what
putting
I'm
on.
going to do, right? I'm going to do you a favor. I'm actually going to do him a favor. I'm going to ask right now what kind of a ring you want.
Oh, I
I mean,
don't
don't
know.
hesitate.
Okay, has anybody seen Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be my dream.
What is that? What does
Where
she
Reese Witherspoon goes into Tiffany's and they turn on all the lights and they're like, pick one.
But you must know, but you've already done that. You've walked into
I don't know.
Tiffany's.
You know, there's so many cuts and things, and I genuinely don't
There's really
know.
only 3 cuts. Let's see. Okay. There's the
What are
emerald.
they?
The emerald.
Okay, there's one called Cushion. I know
The
that.
cushion is good. The cushion is sort of a traditional cut. That was what all engagement rings were, cushions back in the day. You're talking about turn of the last century. That was the
She's a
shtetl.
real
The
history
cushion was
buff.
the shtetl.
It's
And
what I
then
love
there's the
about it.
asher cut, which is sort of a cushion with a twist. Okay?
Okay.
But
Are we talking
princess,
about
forget
Kim
it.
Kardashian?
You don't want a round ring, you don't want an oval ring, you don't want any of that garbage.
I don't know
Emerald
yet.
should be your first choice.
Okay.
Cushion or asher is your second.
Do you have a
Okay?
jeweler friend that you know that could hook that?
Listen,
I know. That's what I thought.
if you need a name, Gil doesn't.
Gil.
I don't know. All the Orthodox in Midtown want to talk to me.
That's because you exposed their brothel, Gil.
Yeah. These Russian hookies coming out here and I'm not allowed in anymore. I said that to a cop. And then I said it to the Daily News. When I proposed to my ex-wife,
Oh dear.
Franny Faison, I ended up taking her name.
I'm starting to understand why. What was your name before?
Gil Cooper.
That's a better name.
Yeah, but everyone could smell the Jew on, you know what I mean? You could smell Kupferman hiding behind there, so. To go Faison, but I proposed to my wife with a Nuva ring. This, so I don't have to put on this piece of plastic.
And do you have any chocolate?
No, but I still have the Nuva ring. I got that.
Are they still using that? I feel like that went out of vogue.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
birth
know, maybe
control
we
for
can
those
find
that
out.
That's a beautiful touch.
That's what I say. I mean, later I go, it was so nice to meet you, and this is a light touch.
So the show is back in production now?
Yes.
And what
movie called Doris. And
Doris.
With Sally Field and Max Greenfield.
Oh.
Yes.
Sally Field.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Still Magnolia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, she did a few
A few
other
other
things.
things,
Yeah.
but
She was what? Gidget or the Flying Nun?
Yeah,
Well,
both.
Same
Both.
thing. Isn't that the same movie?
Yes, it is. And there was a Rome. Gidget goes to Rome or something like this.
My favorite.
She and Holly Hunter, I get so confused. Really? People get confused?
No.
I don't care if they're 40 years apart. They're both small brunettes who sort
Cry
of,
a lot.
They're cute, but they try to lead with their sex appeal.
Sure,
Yeah.
like you.
that was nice.
No, it really, it actually wasn't. She's glad it wasn't directed at her.
That's the goal, is divide and conquer.
And so Sally, what was it like working with Sally? That is actually a phenomenal. I mean, she doesn't do too many things. She only
No.
does select projects.
Yes, no, she was everything you could have hoped, and I was terrified every day, but she was
And
awesome.
what's the movie about?
It's
And
about-
what was Schmidt like?
Schmidt was wonderful too. It was, she is everything you could have ever hoped she would be.
Yeah.
And
Pain in the ass. And what was the no kidding? And what was
her body, I mean,
Was she polite?
She is well put together.
Was she
but-
politely stern?
Yes.
What is she? She a yogi or something like
I
that?
don't know what, we didn't get into it, but I don't know what she does, but I have to ask her at some
She
point.
cries out all of her fat.
Is she married?
That's the
Yeah,
secret.
you cry out so
You like me, you really like me.
Oh,
That
that's
was the
right.
famous
Oh,
officer.
right.
The poor thing. What a mistake that was. Like me, you really like me.
Yeah.
Horrible. Doesn't matter how insecure you are.
Hey, you know
It
what's
doesn't matter. You can never admit it. And please don't admit it in front of the world.
you know what's
Yeah.
depressing is watching an award ceremony from past years.
Why would Chris do that?
You know, because it's the only VHSs you have.
There were so many depressing things in that story. Just say nothing of the price tag on your baseball.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep it.
I think you are. I think you are. What's the movie about? What kind of a part do you play? What is she about?
She plays a woman who is kind of a hoarder, lives alone, and works at an advertising firm, and she falls like madly in love with this young hot advertising executive Schmidt, and
it's about Schmidt.
Low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit.
and then I play the girlfriend of Schmidt, and she does not like that he has a girlfriend, and
So she's
madness-
a
Because they got Oedipus.
She plays a
They
crazy
got Oedipus. Isn't that what it
Something like
is?
that.
Isn't that what it is?
Yes.
They got Oedipus.
Yes.
Some version of an
Some
edible.
yes, totally. 100%.
And it was a good experience.
It's a great,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where did you shoot it? Was it on location?
We shot it here in LA, and we have more to shoot in New York in a few months.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You'll be in New York.
You should come stay in the
I would
hotel.
love
You need a
to.
place to stay. You can stay with me.
What part of town are you?
I live all the way in town at 97th in Amsterdam.
How much is your rent control apartment, Gil?
Well,
It's a 4-bedroom, isn't it?
The
Pre-war.
gentleman who died in the apartment that we then squatted on and had frozen his body so he was
Weekend
paying
at Bernie's.
$50 a month. So are currently suing to pay less.
Who's we?
Me and George Sangeeta.
You live together?
Yeah. And our cats, Hannah and her sister. Just came up with that.
The cats started at theirs.
They're just slowly nibbling away at the dead guys. You live alone?
Do you live with the boyfriend?
I do, yeah.
And how long have you lived together?
Like 7 months or so.
Oh, that's it.
I must-
Okay,
Yeah.
so you've just moved in.
Yes,
But
yes.
you didn't You didn't sort of hold out for the ring before you moved it.
No, you think that was a mistake?
I do.
That must-
You only have so much leverage in a relationship. And sometimes you gotta break up with the guy to get him to engage, to propose to you. Sometimes you gotta walk away. Sometimes you have to push a horse into its stall. You
I've
understand?
seen some of the
And once they
videos,
get in there,
Did
they're
that
very
work?
happy.
Did that work?
Oh, I never had to do that.
No?
How long have you been married?
No. Well,
You're very brave, Rana.
okay, now I'm upset.
I apologize.
Now I'm
for-
actually upset.
What did
I
you
am
do?
a widow.
Oh.
Yeah, my
oh.
husband, Bob, Dr. Bob, was an ENT, otolaryngeo.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. Well, you probably have make
Yeah.
sure those pipes are okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Bob was at the Mass General, that's the Harvard Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
In any event, we were in St. Bart's, and he had a coronary occlusion right in the middle of snorkeling. Ladies and gentlemen,
You're gonna insult her death? You're gonna insult her husband's death? You're nobody to me. You don't look like Terry Carr.
I mean, listen, how are these people going to learn how to behave?
It's so difficult these days with the young people.
They
don't
have no
they
manners,
don't
but
behave.
I thought she was terrific. Have you ever heard of laughing in the face? Lost her husband in a snorkeling incident.
You saw your husband's dead in snorkeling. I'm remembering an episode of The Snorks that I
Was All-Star your favorite snorkel?
Oh, there's one of them where a guy gets a piece of coral in the snorkel and it gets real big. I don't know if that's me in the fan fiction. I don't remember.
I have. When you pour it like that, Gil, it reminds me of something else, which I haven't had to deal with since my husband passed. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Piddle.
Yeah.
The
Sure.
sound of a gentleman piddling.
Sure. This is my piddle. I carbonate my urine and drink it like an astronaut.
I was just putting that together, right? That's a bit more than I can handle.
That's too gross to you?
Yeah.
And it's helpful for me. I'm on a diet.
You drink your urine like Madonna?
I'm on a cantaloupe and cottage cheese diet.
California play.
I'm on a California.
Anything with a scoop of cottage
But then I
cheese.
modernized
California
it.
play.
Yeah, I modernized it. And what I do is a handful of capers. A handful of capers in the morning. And then I got one of those soda streams. And I tea into the soda stream. And I carbonate because I want to be an astronaut like Buzz Aldrin. And then I drink that pee.
You still have dreams of being an astronaut? How old are you?
I'm 71 years old.
Really?
But I'm under 6 feet. You can't be an astronaut and be over 6 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
So the dream's still
It's like being a special forces guy. That's guys. Yeah.
Exactly.
They're ranging. They're
Yeah.
ranging. Yeah. Okay.
But I can take you to the stars.
Please. This is the This is the Gaza Strip. Okay. You're
I'm
unfortunately.
lobbing rockets.
You are unfortunately on the wrong side of the conflict.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is a light touch.
It's very hot here. It's very warm.
Yeah, that my scrotal eczema has a side effect which causes my hands to be been piping hot.
Can I ask what happened to your marriage to Franny Faison?
Franny Faison and I were beautifully married, and we were perfect together. You know, I stayed home all day, and she hated me.
It's usually the other way around. The husband goes to work and he hates the wife.
She was a career woman.
What was her job?
She worked actually at Adweek. She was in publications. She worked at Adweek, and I said, this advertising's garbage. This is consumerism. It's about commercialism. I said, I will stand for it.
And you spent the money that she
And
made.
then I spent the money in cocaine, and I don't begrudge her. She married me in a moment we were at a prayer ceremony in Arizona.
Sedona.
Yeah.
In a vortex.
Yeah, we were.
Do you think you can get it annulled if you're in a vortex? You should be able to get
I
it
would
annulled.
hope so. Not for her sake. I would. For me, I'm still collecting a check.
She pays alimony to you? Based on a salary and everything?
And it allows me to get all of my Ovaltine.
Gil, I don't know why I'm going to ask you this question, but I am. No. I would like to ask you. I don't know why. I will say people can see I'm amused by him. I've been doing a lot of laughing. Please, Gil. I'm doing a lot of laughing this evening. I wonder if you would like to join me on my drive up to Big Sur and just spend a couple of days in Carmel with me. And let's be honest, who wants to drive 8 hours alone?
I know.
I mean, do you think your stepson could spare you for a couple of days?
I think Elon would be able to part with me for a few days because I'm currently sleeping in his lobby.
Well, I mean,
I have a question.
we'll be able to figure out real fast if this is going to work, because either you can travel with somebody you can't travel with.
Can't travel with somebody.
You want to know if somebody's worth marrying, take a trip.
Immediately.
Immediately.
You can go on a trip. Okay, well, I just have one question for you.
Yeah, the rooms are prepaid.
All right, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's not Beverly, but he's not Beverly. Gil